Buzz, it is I, Beastly Dragoon again. Streaming for once. Crazy. So if you didn't see the title, I am working on Withered and Phantom Foxy. Those two. Probably a bad idea to stream this on Christmas. People are probably spending time with their families and whatnot, but, might as well do something. Because I was originally going to make this into just a video, but then I thought it would be more fun to show it off as a stream. And I am a little sick right now, so yeah, you're gonna hear me sniffle a lot. Might have to go blow my nose in a second. Okay. Anyway, so currently working on Phantom Foxy. His parts are right here, and let me move this camera over here. Whoops. Yeah, currently and work on him a little bit. Oh my dogs. Anyway. Yeah, this is not good right now. Trying to make this work. I should probably show this on the camera instead, but yeah, so I'm just gonna try and cut this ear off. I just can't. Hello, Blueface Productions. How you doing? Merry Christmas, man. My fat fingers are in the way. My God, I'm just gonna cut this off because I can't be bothered to pull it off at this point. Oh, there we go. Okay. And the reason, Merry Christmas, man. The reason why I'm pulling this off is just that way this ear can, like, more easily slide in. Like a glove. I mean, this one doesn't really matter since I have to cut this side anyway. Okay, so now time for the other ear. Hello, Withered Workshop. I'm guessing this is going to be one of your favorite ones, just by the name. Merry Christmas. Could I maybe pull this off? No, I don't want to use the pliers because it might... Oh! Well, that's what happens when you're close to the camera. Alright. I'm not sure... I might have to put this into warm water again because I already did that, and... Yes, like, slowly but surely. I think now would be pretty good to use the pliers. Just gonna pull it off. There we go. All right, perfect. Okay, so we can just get rid of this Captain Foxy. I don't really need it at this point. I just needed it for the ears. Okay, so what next? I suppose I'll work on the head a little bit. This might be the most difficult part. As you can see, this is Grim Foxy. I can't wait to show you guys how it's gonna look. Let me just grab a couple of things before I start work. I have Withered Bonnie here, so that way I can look at the foot, the endo foot, because I changed up the design a little bit for the endo 2 feet. I want to match it with Withered Foxy and Phantom Foxy. Yeah, let me get some stuff. I'm criminally underprepared. There you are. Okay, now don't try this at home. This is a little dangerous because I'm going to start using an X-Acto knife. I'm just going to pull Withered Foxy's head off. Stay. Thank you. All right. Let me move this down so that way you can actually see the head. Hello, Tom 72. I hope I pronounced that right. With this focus here. Let me move this back slowly. There we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna look at this head right here and try to match it. I'm gonna have to do something about the hair, but I think I have a way to do it. Okay. Don't try this at home. This is a little bit dangerous at this point. Yeah. Okay, good. Thank goodness. Merry Christmas, by the way. Man, I am not good at this. I am all over the place. I just need to trace where I should cut. So I'm gonna use this pen here. Okay, it's not working. Damn it. Oh. There we go. I'm just gonna use this Posca pen to be able to match the head here. So I think I like cut it right here. Sort of like around this corner here. The back. Okay. Man, I have shaky hands. I cannot believe this. All right. Okay, so now, if I were you, if I were not stupid, I would put on a glove. I don't have a glove though, so I'm just gonna try and cut away from me. Sort of like, well, cut away from me. I have a defense system right here, so I'm just going to cut this off a slight bit. And I already added milliput onto Foxy's snout here, so, but yeah. All right, there we go. That should be good enough, and I can do the rest of the details, like with a drill or something. Okay. So, I think at this point I will start using the drill a little bit. Make some of the withering a little better, and also sand down the snout. Well, technically it's a rotary tool, but you get the idea. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna make this, but yeah, sit tight, you know? Alright, so I'm gonna start sanding mainly around here. And if I were you, I'd wear a mask during this, because a lot of things can come out. Kind of want to make it do the work, not like, you know, you push it down. Red Bear into Withered Freddy. I think that could work. The thing is that the torso might be wrong, but I think the head would be pretty spot on, I feel. I personally used the Dreadbear for my Igniter Freddy, so I think it would work pretty well. But you'd have to, I think you'd have to get like a different torso for it. I am not showing this on camera, whoops. Man, okay. Well, there's Foxy and a tie-dye figure for Withered Freddy's body. That's smart, yeah. I think the body would work best with like a tie-dye or Freddy. And Withered Foxy, I am using tie-dye parts. I think like the torso would also be pretty good for it. So yeah, let me actually take a look at this up close rather than through the camera. I'm thinking maybe a little bit more sanding. I'm just gonna do it off camera here because it kept lagging the stream, it seemed. At least on my end. I don't know about anyone else's end. Okay, that's really good then. Hold on, can I see all the comments? I'd like to see the. Oh, there we go. Man, this thing's falling off. Yeah, the torso for Withered Foxy. I need to check that out when I'm done with this. If you've shown it off yet. Okay, let's take a look. I'm thinking this is pretty good for now. It's nice and smooth. Of course, when I go into right after the stream. Okay, perfect. Alright, so I'm gonna do the same with Withered Foxy now. I'm just gonna have to remove the nose, I think. I think that could be pretty easy. Yeah, that was easy. And so I gotta sand down his nose as well. Snout. Jeez, I can't talk. Again, doing it off camera because it was lagging on my end. But I can't show this. I'm doing it like specifically around the edge where like the snout was kind of withered. So it like it's more smooth as a result. Hello, hello, more people. I'm currently sanding a little bit of Withered Foxy's snout so it's a little bit smoother. I think I'm getting to a good point, but I'm not quite done yet. I was doing it off camera because it kept lagging on my end, like the stream. Let me actually... Oops. Okay. I think that's good enough for that part. Again, once I put an undercoat, I'll be able to see more clearly if it needs more sanding or anything like that. So let me move this just so I can clean off all this dust real quick. And then I think what I'm going to do next is take the hand right here, both their hands. And this is something that I did for Withered Bonnie. Let me pull off his arm real quick. And I used the regular Endo one hand, but I just changed the grip of it so it looks more separated. So that way there's like this illusion of it being Endo 2's hand, because I think Endo's 2 hand is like kind of designed in that sort of way. So for that, I think I can just move this back a bit. I think I can just like separate all this very gently, of course. I should probably get like a cutting mat or something. There we go. I'm going to modify a Toy Freddy body because Withered Freddy does look chunkier than regular Freddy. Yeah, he does. For my Withered Freddy, this is just a suggestion because I think Toy Freddy would work. But for me, what I used was Rockstar Freddy right here, and it gives off a little bit of that chunky feeling. So that's just a suggestion. Uh, but otherwise, I think like Toy Freddy would work pretty well. Alright, so let me cut these hands. I don't know if you can see it like that. This is so strange having to like do it in front of a camera. I've never done this before. Just gently rock back and forth. Whoops. Alright. Okay, they're fine. Alright. Okay, so there's that hand. And since Phantom Foxy doesn't have a hook, we don't have to worry about that, thankfully. Oh, that was much easier. I don't know why that was so much easier. There we go. Alright. So now I'm going to take both these hands, and again, I'm going to sand it just a slight bit, so that way it's a little bit smoother on the top. So let me try this again on camera. So all you gotta do is just like on this top part, since there's like these 3 little bars, you just kind of... Hello, TBFDIS. How you doing? Aw, thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Merry Christmas, by the way. Always love another subscription. More people will be able to see how bad I am at this stuff. Okay, I think that's fine. Let me take a look at Withered Bonnie's hand again. Yeah, okay. So now I'm going to take off a little bit of this corner here. Just that way it looks a little bit more trapezoidal. Thank you, but I've seen a lot better than mine, honestly, and I'm still learning a lot of the ropes. And a lot of these have to contend with the constraints that like the manufacturers made. Like for instance, in January 2026, you should make a 80th anniversary Trackmaster. Oh, I know what you're talking. All right, sorry about that. Received a call. Anyway, yeah. First I'll get for Timothy. First I'll get another Thomas 3-pack. I just love getting more troublesome trucks. And I think I'll be able to do that like once the stores open up again. I saw another comment here. Just pulled Dreadbear's hat and he looks like a cartoon character with a lump on his head. Yeah, he kind of does, honestly. It's like weird but also funny. I like it. Like even with the hat, he just kind of looks a little funky, but I love him all the same. Okay, I think I'll leave this hand as is. Kind of looks like a Ignited Freddy hand. But I'm about to post a picture. I'll see it when I'm able to. I'd say he would have red eyes. And I say that because I also have glow in the dark paint, so that could be like a little bit of a cool detail to have Timothy's eyes glow in the dark. Kind of like what I did with Withered Bonnie back there. But I think as well I might work on a 2025 style of Wilbert the Forest Engine from the Railway series. So that could be something I also do. Or Timothy from the CGI series. I know it's kind of funny that they have a character named Timothy. It's almost like to sort of disprove like Timothy being in the actual show, but we all know he's real. Whoops. Okay, hopefully this doesn't look too bad. I'm sorry if I'm not showing a lot on camera. I just keep going into my natural state of not showing it on camera. Oh my god, it's not even focusing. That's amazing. Okay. Alright. I think now I'm going to start cutting off some like corners from the fingers just to extend them out a little bit, or like you'll see what I mean in a second. I don't think I'll be able to show this quite well. There we go. No, I don't think this would be safe, honestly. It's too small to cut it. Oh, for the B12 engine. Oh, that could be a cool one, yeah. I haven't seen a lot of videos from or like using Alfred. The ones that I've seen were like from Thomas 1, Edward 2, Henry 3. And so that's kind of like where I recognize him. So I would probably base it off of that, honestly. This is arguably much safer than using an X-Acto knife right next to your fingers. But still, I'd rather use... if you're going to do this, I'd rather you guys use gloves, because it is a little precarious. Okay, that's the thumb. And then I think I have to cut this side. Okay. Just a little bit, just that way they can much more easily slide onto the hand in like an angled position. So I'm gonna do the same thing here with this hand. Alright, there's that side. And the other one. This is of course using the Funko figure. I'm just gonna keep making customs for Funko. I've already done so much, it kind of would feel a little wrong to just stop doing them. So let me pull these all off individually. Okay. Now I'm gonna start gluing those fingers back into place. Hopefully I don't glue my fingers. My own fingers, I mean. And I think after that I might have to end the stream. My throat is starting to really hurt. I'm like sick currently, so I think I'll do a little bit more though. I'm not sure yet. Hello, Merry Christmas. Who was that? Strasbourg number 90. How you doing? Oops. Okay, I'm pressing a lot of buttons. Okay. Oh, hold on. There we go. Then I got a new Heaven Lantern for Christmas. Oh, that's cool. Why am I destroying my Withered Foxy custom? Because I want to make an update to it. I'm currently working on Phantom Foxy as well. And so I want Phantom Foxy to look identical to Withered Foxy. Plus, I think he just needs an update. As well as I want them to fit more closely to how I've designed Withered Bonnie. With a endo hand and endo feet or foot. So that's kind of why I'm like doing that. Yeah. By the way, Merry Christmas, Minecraft Pro Furby. How you doing? This is the thumb. These are very small parts, so you are doing good. That's great, man. I'm sorry if I'm not able to respond very well to a lot of the comments I'm focusing here. Ah, crap. I just don't want to put too much glue on it, because then it just gets all messy. When am I gonna finish Edward and Withered Chica? Edward, I'll finish when like I get a face for him, which I might be able to now that I have some money again. So I might get a golden bear face, but at the same time, I also want to work on him like when I have the energy or drive to work on him. Oh, this is not going great. Hold on. I saw another comment. And with her Chica, I can finish her really soon. I just need to add a little bit more wires to her hands. Howin. Oh, is that the one from the Blue Snowplow series? Um, yeah, I just saw the ending part. Yeah, I think that could be a pretty good one as well. I like the design of that character, honestly. I kind of wish that it was like a real character in the series, or in the show, I mean. Speaking of, if any of you have seen the new leaks for the toys for the 2026 show or movie, whatever they're doing, what are your thoughts on them? Because I personally am a little bit optimistic with them. But I've seen the general consensus being that they look weird, but at the same time are detailed. It's a very weird mix. It's like a hybrid of it. Okay. Honestly, yeah, that makes sense. Cause the one thing that I really don't like about them is just the fact that they already had something good with the classic stuff from this year, but I don't know, they just keep changing stuff. So it's kind of like pointless to keep buying stuff from Mattel when you just know that they're gonna change it in like 2 months. So I could definitely understand that point, honestly. Ah, crap. Hmm. Okay. We're gonna. It looks like he's doing a peace sign. That's so funny.